Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have an update for Deck of Panning Project Pan. This is a panning project created by Emily from her channel Emily and Max. She created a game board based off of a BookTubers To Be Read game. That channel is Books with Maddie, and Emily got permission to create a makeup and beauty panning game, which makes panning your makeup so much fun. If you don't know what panning is, it's where you try to get use or finish items in your collection. And having games like this just makes it a little more interesting because it is randomized. And for this specific project, use a deck of cards and you randomly pull a card and that correlates with Emily's game board. I will have everything linked down below if you want to join. And of course, Emily is down there too. I've been working on 5 items this last month and I do have some rollouts, but if you're not familiar with my channel, I do mostly panning content, so I'm actively working through my collection, trying to get use out of everything and also use things up throughout the year. So if that interests you and you're not subscribed, I hope you do before you leave and give this video a thumbs up. Like I said, I've been working on 5 items, and the first item has been in the longest, and it's for the prompt In It for the Long Haul. So it has been in here for quite a few months. And for that prompt, I have my NYX Plump Right Back Primer. This is a plumping serum and primer mixed together. I want to finish this, so very fitting for In It for the Long Haul, and it's been in since the April update. Last update I had 25 uses and I was at this mark right here. It is an airless pump, so it does move up. So now you can see I am so close to finishing this item, but I have since used it 14 times, so that is quite a big jump. As you can see, all of my previous line markings have rubbed off, so I will have a photo of that on the screen. I was using a Sharpie marker to mark them, but as you can see, they rubbed off, so the last 2 marks were made with nail polish. But in this project, I have a total of 39 uses, and it is staying in, but I am 100% sure that this will be rolled out by next update. I've been really trying to hammer down on this item so I can roll it out, but I do really enjoy it. So I mean, it is nice primer, so I'm not like making myself use it. It does have a good effect. The next prompt was for cream or liquid, and I rolled in my Revie Beauty Effortless Lip. Last update I had lost it, so I didn't have it for you on screen, but I found it. It was in my laptop bag. I had gone to a meeting and I had brought this with me in one of the pockets, and yeah, I found it. My goal for this is 10 uses. Last update I did have 6 uses, and so I was over halfway there. I can't show you where it was at because I didn't know where it was, but I have since used it 5 times with a total of 11, so I have met my 10 use goal. This is it all the way rolled down, so I will put a picture of it where it was at when I rolled it in, brand new, and also I'll just roll it up because it's fun. So I have 11 uses on this and it is rolling out. It is a really pretty color for the spring, or it is a really pretty color for summer, so I did enjoy using it, but as we move into fall, I probably won't get use out of this bright color anymore. The third prompt was blush, and so I rolled in a blush from Nabla. This is their skin glazing in the shade Truth. This is what I have on my cheeks today. I have it layered over a lipstick that I'm using as a cream blush, so it's not 100% that color, but as you can see, like even not where my highlight is, it does have a sheen to it, which it's so beautiful in the summer. So I wanted to use this 10 times. I had 2 uses last update, which is not that great, and I only used this 3 more times. So I am actively working on a lot of other blushes, so it makes sense, but I really need to get this out before the intense like fall, fall looks. So because this is a very summery color in my mind, but I have 5 out of my 10 uses, so it is staying in the project. I typically only swatch things that are staying in or rolling in. So here is that blush swatched out. As you can see, it has a really intense sheen, but I think it does look really pretty. It's not glittery whatsoever on me. It's just it has life to it. Second to last prompt is newest, and at the time I had recently purchased a palette from Juvia's Place. It was the Gardens of Juvia's eyeshadow palette. I wanted to use this for 2 looks, and I was able to get my 2 looks out of it, so that's super exciting. I have it on today, so I will get a little closer and put the shades that I have on the screen. I think this look turned out so beautiful. Yeah, I love the pinks and purples. And then the other look that I created with this was more like a yellow green color story, I guess. So I used some of these shades, and I thought that was beautiful as well. That was a little out of my comfort zone because I love pinks and purples, and I don't typically wear like yellows, greens, blues, but I'm really happy that I got a little out of my comfort zone with this palette. And I'm still afraid of these colors, but I did use this color in that look, so I'm happy with that. But it is rolling out of this project. The very last prompt that I've been working on is for color. So I randomized a color, and I will have it on the screen. As I'm filming right now, I don't remember the name, but I think it was like Pearl Gray. I remember it was like Pearl, either gray, I think it was Pearl Gray. So I rolled in another eyeshadow palette, and it's my Viseart Petites Fours Lilas palette. As you can see, the packaging is very pearlized, very pearlescent gray, and I thought it matched perfectly. Like, I was very proud of this roll-in. But I wanted to use this for 2 times each shade because there's only 4 shades in here. I thought do a little more than just No Pan Left Behind, so I wanted to do No Pan Left Behind twice. This is the palette. It's so beautiful, and I can use all 4 shades in one look, so it's really easy for me to do that, but I didn't. I did not use this at all, so I was focusing on other palettes and other eyeshadows, so this is staying in. Hopefully I will get my 2 uses before the next update. But we do have 2 rollouts, so that is very exciting. I need to pull up Emily's game board. She updates this every month and randomizes the number cards, so I will have those on the screen as I'm shuffling, but the face cards do stay the same every time. So I'm going to grab my Monet cards. If you're new around here, I am an artist. I love painting, and I have a really great appreciation for fine art as well. So I thought it would be fun to have these cards for this game. You are supposed to keep 1 of your jokers. So I'm gonna use the black joker today. It has Claude Monet's Sweet Baby Boy on it. And I'm just going to stick that in the middle of the deck before I start shuffling. So, like I said, I will have the game board on the screen as I'm shuffling. I do not look at the game board beforehand. I just like that extra little surprise. I don't want to get my hopes up, or yeah, I just don't look at it. I don't know why, really. Mostly because I don't have time. I rushed to get ready and film during nap time. So let me give this one more shuffle and we will pull 2 cards. Let me split the deck. So I'll take from, well, let's do down here. So I got the 5 of diamonds, and this painting is called Poplars in the Autumn from 1891. We have gotten that painting before, but the 5 of diamonds is wish list dupe. Oh. Okay, I have no idea what I would do for that because I'm on a no buy. So I haven't really been like wish listing things because I haven't been looking. You know what I mean? I'm just trying not to tempt myself at all, but I will take a look and see what I can figure out. So let's take from like the top. Oh no. The Ace of Hearts is pick 2, so I have to pick 2 more cards. But this painting is Water Lily Pond Symphony in Green from 1899. Beautiful. I love all of his like water lily paintings. Like the backs of the cards has the water lily. But now I have to pick 2 more cards. Let's just pick from the top. Oh. Okay. King of Diamonds. This is the Houses of Parliament, 1899 to 1901. So I guess they didn't really know exactly when he created this, but the King of Hearts is hit a pan. That's so hard. Oh no. Okay, we'll see. And then I'm gonna pick from like kind of the bottom. Oh, almost the bottom. 4 of Hearts. That's pretty. The Poppy Field in a Hollow near Giverny, 1888. So 4 of Hearts is Graveyard. Okay, that's a nod to Emily's Graveyard Project Pan. I am participating in that this year, so if you've missed it, the finale is coming up at the end of October, so that's super exciting. But yeah, Graveyard, so something that is either collecting cobwebs or like resurrection that used to be in a project. So let me go grab my 3 new items and I'll be right back. Okay, that took a lot of thought. And I still am not, I'm gonna do it, but I'm kind of unsure about one of them, but I don't remember what order these were in. So let's just talk about the 4 of Hearts, which is Graveyard. I'm gonna roll in this lipstick from Maybelline. My mom decluttered this to me 2 years ago maybe, and I've never used it. So it's the shade 255 Pink Flare. I think this will be really pretty for these fall months. Are these too similar? Let's swatch it. This is what it looks like swatched. I think the lipstick that I'm wearing now is a little more berry toned. You cannot tell. They look exactly the same. But I kind of sheared this one out today. This is the lipstick that's in my Graveyard Project pan. So I'm okay rolling this one in. But I'm going to do like a 10 use goal on this. This is what it looks like. My mom did use it a little bit, so you can see a little bit of a dip here. Oh my gosh, her lipsticks get crazy. They get a crazy dip on them. Isn't it so funny looking at really used lipsticks and seeing like the wear pattern that they get from your lips? Anyway, so 10 uses on this. And then 4 of Hearts. No, that was 4. 5 of Diamonds was Wishlist dupe. So I do have like a tab or a highlight on my Instagram, and it is for wish list items, and I don't really keep that up to date, but I looked through it and I still would love to own everything in that highlight. And of course they are all eyeshadow palettes. And one really stood out to me because I literally just posted on my Instagram yesterday about Beauty Bay having a huge sale, and I was extremely tempted to purchase these two palettes. I'll put them on the screen, but the one that I have specifically in my wish list highlight is the black and gray toned one. And so I was like, oh, that's perfect. I was so close to buying that yesterday. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because those two palettes are like 60% off right now. But I stayed strong. I did not. So for this prompt, wish list dupe, I looked through all of my eyeshadow palettes and I honestly don't have anything like this palette. But I tried to look through some palettes to see if I have any shades that I could pull, and I'm gonna try to create two looks that I would create with this Beauty Bay palette, but use shades already in my collection. So basically duping the vibes. You've heard that before, where people take individual eyeshadows and they create the palette that they're trying to dupe. So I pulled 3 palettes that I feel like have kind of similar shades. So the first one is my ColourPop collaboration with Star Wars, the Mandalorian palette, and there are some beautiful like silvery and gray shades in here. So I feel like the shades that qualify for this are these 3 and this one. So these 4 I could use. And then I pulled my Milani Soft and Sultry. Sorry, it's so reflective. But this has, this is kind of iffy, but it has the dark, cool tones in it. I might not use these, but I have not used this for a look this year, so it's nice to just pull it out. And then the last palette I pulled was my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. This has some beautiful silvery tones in it, and I have this shade in my Pan Those eyeshadows currently, so I'll totally use that. So I just want to create 2 looks duping the vibes of my wishlist palette. Let me know if that works for you guys. And then I got the King of Diamonds, which is Hit a Pan. If you know me, I'm trying to have really low usage goals this year and just touch everything in my collection, be able to roll things in and out really quickly. So I haven't been hitting a ton of pans, but I have been hitting some in like eyeshadows. I almost rolled in a highlighter for this, but I have quite a few highlighters in my rotation right now in different projects. I didn't want to take use away from those. So I decided to look for an eyeshadow that I felt like I could possibly hit pan, relatively soon. It might take like 2 months, I would say, but it is from my Sultry palette. This is the oldest eyeshadow palette in my collection, and it's the second oldest item in my whole collection. I got this in 2017, so I really would love to get another pan. And because I already have this shade in my Pan Those eyeshadows currently, this palette is already out. So I'm going to try to hit pan in this warm crease shade. It's called Birch. And you can see it has a little bit of wear, and these shadows are old, from 2017. They're old. So I feel like the formula is getting old and powdery. So yeah, it might be relatively easy to hit pan, but if you guys know, if you're familiar with me, I don't like warm tones. And this is leaning warm. How about I just wash it on my hand like a normal person? This leans warm for sure, especially on my cool skin tone. So this is it here, but I feel like I can make it work in the fall. I can mix it with other shadows to kind of neutralize it. So, I mean, I'm fairly confident I can hit pan in 2 months, I'm gonna say. But that's my update. I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you're not subscribed, I hope you do so before you leave and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.